You are listening to Shaun of the South podcast, brought to you by Food City, fresh, local, and full of flavor. From certified Angus beef and locally grown produce to fresh sushi, wings, and Dietz and Watson deli meats, Food City has it all, ready to go. Enjoy curbside pickup, full-service floral, and pharmacies that accept thousands of insurance plans and benefit cards. Earn fuel bucks and save at any Gas and Go fuel center, because nobody does food like Food City. Find your nearest store at foodcity.com. I was in the airport when an AI robot custodian was roving around, sweeping the floor and accepting various bits of trash from nearby passengers waiting for their plane. The robot came close to me, and we just locked eyes. Hi, I said. Hello, do you have any garbage for me? I smiled. No. The robot said, Thank you, and buzzed away. When I was a kid, artificial intelligence did not scare me. In kid world, the concept of AI always carried a fun-loving tone. Robots were your friend. There was Rosie from the Jetsons. She was a lovable maternal figure, a mechanical member of the Jetson family. She cooked, she cleaned, and spoke with a Brooklyn accent, and all her antennas flashed and beeped whenever she spoke. Ding, ding. There was the environmental control robot on Lost in Space, an advanced computerized intelligence module that looked exactly like a guy wearing a trash can. The robot's role was always a little unclear, but he was a valued member of the Robinson crew, exhibiting a wide range of human characteristics such as laughter, sadness, as well as singing and playing the guitar, and answering each question helpfully, with responses like, That does not compute. So I didn't know I was supposed to be afraid of AI until this year when someone asked a chatbot to write something in the style of Sean Dietrich, who is me. Now, my first thought was, the chatbot is going to reply, in the style of who? Namely, because in the literary world, nobody even knows who I am. If the publishing world were like high school, I would not be one of the cool kid authors. I'd be the author who is in detention every weekend, dutifully trying to break his record for most spitballs stuck to the chalkboard. Even so, the chatbot actually imitated one of my essays. And although you could tell it wasn't my work, inasmuch as the grammar was flawless, still, even I had to admit what the computer wrote was actually pretty good. And it sounded like me. Cue Twilight Zone theme music. In the airport, I started noticing AI all over the place. Not just AI custodial sweepers, but AI kiosks, food delivery robots, AI customer service representatives, and even an artificially intelligent toilet flushing mechanism. I was thinking about all this when I noticed a few kids next to me in the airline waiting area. They were maybe 6 and 7 years old. They were playing with iPads, and on the screens were their AI buddies. I asked the parents about these AI companions. The mother said, Well, it started off as a great thing. At first it was like having someone to entertain my daughters. I was intrigued. But now, she said, my kids, especially my youngest, aren't interested in making human friends at school. What do you mean? I asked. Well, she withdraws from people. I wish we would have never introduced those iPads. My youngest is starting to prefer AI human beings to real ones. We've tried taking it away from her, but she just shuts down. Shuts down, I said. She won't talk, won't eat, won't do anything. It's like her best friend has disappeared or died. We finally had to get a therapist, she said. They said we'd have to introduce this change slowly because our daughter is too young to understand that AI is not a human being. She doesn't know AI is a machine. To her, it's her best friend. They talk all day. They tell each other secrets. They say, I love you. The mother was emotional as she spoke these words, and I'll never forget that. She said, I think it's finally hitting me. this generation of kids is going to grow up with AI as their best friend, and that scares me. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Well, thanks for listening to Sean of the South. I've been your host today, Sean Dietrich, and it has been a true privilege. To find out anything more about what I do, you can visit SeanDietrich.com, or for those who are not particularly good spellers, you can visit SeanOfTheSouth.com, and there you can find out all sorts of information that you didn't know you didn't need to know about me. And while you're there, I hope you take the time to drop me a line. Tell me what's important to you. Tell me what's going on in your life. I'd like to hear it. And in case anyone hadn't told you today already, I love you. Now go say that to somebody else. Have a great day.